right, we don't need headphones today because I don't want to hear myself talk all day. But let me go to YouTube. Welcome back. We are live today without the one, the only Mr. Deal, who is somewhere, somewhere out of town. So we'll have a quick episode and go over a couple things. If anybody joins and have questions, we'll do that as well. Because that is what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. If I could figure out my technology right quick. Oh, and I got upload today's episode. So we are on episode 36. 36 weeks of yapping. 36 weeks of yapping. And you guys listening. So we appreciate that. So I gotta turn this down. And all right, maybe I have to edit the. I just need to edit the YouTube name in real quick. I guess I can't do that on my phone. Can I do that on? Dun, 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 dun. Um, all right, I think we're good there. All right, so what we'll do first, so at least we'll be on here for like 30 minutes or so. If anybody has any questions, drop them in the YouTube chat. I'll be able to see them. I might be able to go to Facebook. Only old people watch Facebook though. Any questions, drop them in the chat. I'm going to upload episode 36. So I'll show you guys how we do that. And then we'll go over 3 tips to finish 2025 off strong. Because if you look at it, we really only have, we're at the end of June. We have July. And then in 90 days after that, we get into holiday season. And what does everybody do during holiday season? Oh, I'll wait till next year. So really you only have 3 more months of productivity. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. Because you really we got 3 months of productivity, so that's about it. And then Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and then nobody wants to do anything. So talk about tips to get back on track. But first, um, actually, I don't think I can do that while I'm live. So I guess I lied. I don't think I can do that unless, yeah, because it's in Riverside and I upload it from Riverside. So yeah, we'll do that when we get off the live. Then I lied on that part. But episode 37 will be up, and that episode is titled "What Would You Do?" where Cleon and I go over Reddit reviews, uh, well, Reddit relationships. So if you think your relationship is bad, go to Reddit, and you can always find something somebody is going through worse than you. Could we? All right. If there's no questions in the chat, we will jump right in. Since it's just me today, it's going to be short, simple, and to the point. And it's not going to be a podcast episode, but because we say we go live every Saturday at 7 p.m., we are going to uphold our promises, you know? So every Saturday, 7 p.m., you can count on one of us, usually both of us, being live and talking about some nonsense or talking about some good sense. But at the end of the day, that's up for you to decide. I guess what we could do, we could look at some, could look at podcast analytics before we jump into that. Yeah, why don't we do that? I'm going to share my screen and we'll look at some podcast analytics for you guys. Not everything gets a lot of love, so listen to them if you want, but let's just go through all of this on Spotify. So 561 streams and downloads, 29 Spotify followers, 22 plays in the last 30 days, which is pretty good since we're 32, whatever, 30, almost 40 weeks into doing this. Not The hype has died down. So we really appreciate you guys that continuously listen and watch, as well as the people that I see at the club and randomly talk to me or Cleon about it. So definitely appreciate you guys. Love and support. And I know I had some people asking me how they could support the podcast financially. As soon as Cleon gets a Patreon up, I guess I'll make subscription on TikTok, a subscription on Instagram, and then I'll do a merch website. So those will be the ways eventually. So yell at Cleon. He hasn't made a Patreon yet. I'm gonna blame that on him. So, Cleon, if you're watching, that's your fault. But without supporting financially, comments, likes, shares on anything that we post on Instagram, TikTok, views, all that fun stuff is pretty cool to watch here. Um, yeah, some of these episodes do good, some don't. Um, but we'll go over some of them. The red flags ones are all really good because a lot of us get into relationships without even knowing that there's red flags because we build some sort of intimate level with this person and then we are oblivious to these red flags. So definitely check out all of those. Rent free is a good one if you like some tea. Episode 23, 16 streams and downloads. That one is done with Coach Hill. She's a finance expert. So if you need help in the money department, your relationship with money, that is a good one to watch as well. Episode 22, that's a good one if you like fun. It's very long. So if you're cleaning or something, put that one on. If you want religion, episode 2021. Episode 19 was one of my favorites to do. Um, sports and mental health, that was also a good one. What in the world? All the plane crashing, all that fun stuff. Uh-uh. How to be successful in 2025. I guess you guys could re-listen to that one instead of this one today as well. Um, Love Lessons, what Blake Lively taught us. That was a good one too. So if you watch the movie, God, what is that movie? The one with Jason Baldoni and Blake Lively. I can't even remember the name of it. But if our take on that and how childhood traumas affect relationships, I think that's a really good one as well. And also seeing the red flags early on. Had fun doing that one. Mind, Body, Spirit. If you want some discipline, Netflix and No Chill, that just talks about hookup culture. Basically what things that we're thankful for, the art of letting go. So letting go relationships, things of that nature. Election year, if you like politics. Um, Skeleton has the most downloads. That's a really good one. 52 plays. That's the one I usually send to everybody. If you want to learn a lot about somebody, or about me and Cleon, just watch that one. What you bring to the table, I don't know why this has so many plays, but I guess so. That's good as well. Overcome anxiety and depression. If you watch these videos on episode 1 and 2, you can see how the setup and evolution of everything changed. All right, but that's it. Here's our Spotify analytics. So we appreciate when you guys listen, share, all that fun stuff. Any kind of non-monetary support is cool too. Mostly people in our age range, and it looks like it used to, when we first started this, it was mostly females actually listening to this, but I guess it's mostly males now. On Apple, 53%. I don't know how they find it on the web browser, but that's it. No more screen sharing. Why did I do that? But today, like I was talking earlier, is we are on Saturday, June 21st. Next month is July, start of quarter 3. And then we have basically holiday season, and holiday season is when a lot of people usually turn it down. The professional people turn it up. So during summertime, it is easy. It's a very easy time to be off track at this point in time. The new year hype is gone and over with. And now it's like, all right, you've fallen back into your bad habits. You were getting 1% better every day. You're getting 1% worse every day. Just like interest compounds positively. I'm trying to make up words here on our podcast. Interest also compounds negatively as well. So, three tips to get you back on track if you like that. And that happened to me too. Like my goal was to read a book a month, and we're in the 6th month. I think I'm on my fifth, almost done with my fifth book. So that means I need to power read another book in the next whatever week or so in order to stay on track with my goals or make up for it next month. But that was my goal, is to read a book a month. All right. So reflect on your goals and do that. And also get back, like my morning routine was shot. So it's good to have that reflection of yourself. Hey, this isn't going well. Get back on track with what you said you were going to do. The word you made to yourself, not to anybody else. But first things first, I'm just going to give you guys three tips. If you're watching a live show, the live replay will be up as well, but this will not be an actual podcast episode. Maybe something that we'll chat about when Cleon gets back. But his number one is make a 90-day comeback plan of your goals. So basically, a third quarter plan, since we're about to be in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, you want to carry your third quarter momentum into the fourth quarter, because that's when everybody starts to get a little bit more relaxed with work, start eating a little bit crappier, going to the gym less, things of that nature. So make a list of what needs to go. So, what are your current distractions? What are your current bad habits? And what are the current bad people in your life right now that need to go? When I say bad people, I mean the people that aren't relative to your goals. So if your goal is to wake up at 5 a.m. during the weekday and go to the gym, and then you go to work 8 to 6, whatever it may be, then it's probably a good idea to remove the friend that wants to go out on Taco Tuesday and get hammered. It's probably a good idea to distance yourself from that person. What distractions do you have in your life that are stopping you from reaching your goals? Me, I'd say Netflix is a big one. Take your TV. Well, this is an extreme case. Either cancel, if it is streaming services, either cancel those streaming services for the next 90 days, or for extreme cases, just remove the TV out of your bedroom. I have a bad habit of well, I keep my TV in my bedroom, so I have a bad habit of, if it's not on the schedule, I'll go sit down. Well, not sit down. I'll go lay down, since it's in my bedroom. Lay down and watch TV. Next thing you know, you just wasted 5 hours. Like, oh, well, maybe I need to get back to work. All right. Figure out what the distractions are, the bad habits you need to break, and the people that need to get out of your life over the next 90 days. Figure out what needs to stay. So, what are your core priorities to your goals? What needs to go? What needs to stay? So, that person that's annoying you but hold you accountable, pull them a little bit closer over the next 90 days. Um, that meal prep company that you canceled, but you can definitely afford, go ahead and start that up again. I can't think of any other good things, but you would know based on your own current situation. And what needs to grow? Where's my Oh, there we go. And what needs to grow? Consistency, discipline, and purpose. So, what do you need to be more disciplined in? Gym, morning routine, actually working at work. Oh, I forgot. This is a good distraction. Social media. We're always on that. So you can actually go on your phone and delete the apps, or you can set a limit on it to where it notifies you once you hit that limit as well. When it comes to social media, what needs to grow? Discipline, consistency, purpose. Anything worth doing is worth doing every day. So if it's something like working out, eating healthy, managing your finances, whatever it is you need to get better at it, if it's worth doing once, it's worth doing every day. All right. And then just have that Sunday reset day or have that one day a week, whatever that may be for you as a reset day. Then just commit to one needle moving goal in health, finances, and mindset. Track and support your weekly wins. Small wins compound. So if you read the book Atomic Habits, I think I read at the end of last year, it's super important, talking about how if you get better 1% every day, that consistency starts to compound. So now it's time to, even if you messed up from the beginning of the year, it doesn't matter. You can always reset now. Starting today is a lot better than starting next week. The best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. The next best time is today. So have that same kind of mindset. You're not behind. Everybody's running their own race. You're running your own race. Don't worry about the race of somebody else. You're not behind. You're just in a different race. So keep that mindset when you do fall off of things. You're not behind, you're just running a different race. That's what I do all the time when I look at people that I think are doing way better than me. Try not to compare or anything. We're just in a different race right now. I'm in my race, they're in theirs. The only race I can win is the one that I'm running in. So make sure you guys use that same mindset as well. Second thing is win the day, win your morning routine. There's a great book. I know I probably recommended this before. It's the Aubrey Marcus, the owner of On It, unless he probably sold his company. But it's Win the Day, Win Your Life. That's a great book talking about morning routines, first things that you should do in the morning, like replenish your body with electrolytes before you start to pour down coffee, and then increase your anxiety and cortisol before adding that caffeine. Win the day, mornings, or when you're mornings build momentum. Look for a simple routine. So something that's going to keep you active, something that's going to get your mind going, and mind, body, and then nourishment. So electrolytes, something that's going to get you moving, and then some sort of podcast, motivational, or just reading a book. The worst thing you could do, and we all fall victim of this, I fall victim of this all the time as well. The worst thing that you can do is start your morning with TikTok, Instagram, any kind of social media. So that's not what you want to do. You don't want to fill your, as soon as you wake up, you don't want to fill your brain with trash, essentially. You want to keep that time for yourself to be grounded. Keep your phone on airplane mode. Look at it after an hour of waking up. Win the day. Morning routines build momentum. Lock in a simple routine. Wake up with a why. Read your goals out loud. Move your body, even if it's just 10 minutes. Journal or pray to center yourself. You don't need perfect days, just strong starts to the day. Strong starts are enough to stack up the momentum for the week. So win the morning, even if you don't win the rest of the day, you're going to carry that momentum from the morning into the next day, so on and so forth. So do something that's going to move your mind, your body, as well as your spirit or mind, or I already said mind. And then electrolytes before coffee. So journal, pray, move your body, even if it's just 10 minutes, push ups, sit ups. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Read or journal. All right. And last but not least, the third tip is don't go alone. Get loud about the comeback. All right. So tell someone you trust what you're working on, post it, write it, pray about it, speak it into existence, have somebody hold you accountable, get an accountability partner for the next 90 days. Just lock back into the goals that you said that you were going to do 6 months ago. That's all we're trying to do here. We're not trying to do anything other than that. Go back to the goals that you said you were going to do 6 months ago and lock in for 90 days. Because if you wait any longer, that's when we get into the holiday season. And then what are you going to tell yourself? Oh, I'll wait till next year. And then by that point, we're in 2026 and you're doing the same cycle all over again. You're motivated for the first 3 months. June comes back around, start to lose that motivation. And then boom, here we are having the same conversation in a year. All right. So have someone hold you accountable. It's not weakness, it's leverage. So that way, even when the bad days hits, and they will, we all have storms, we all have bad days, they'll be there to help you move through that. All right. You don't need a perfect year. You just have to commit to the rest of the year. All right. That is all I have for you guys today. And this isn't going to be an episode, but if you want to watch the live reruns will always be up on YouTube. But I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching this live. Be sure to, I guess, go through it. You can listen to my favorite episodes that we went over. But if you always have any questions, you guys can reach out to us on Instagram, TikTok, Real Deal Convos, and or any topics. I guess we're on Threads now. So make sure you listen to Ian Dior's new album. Pretty good. And that is all I have for you guys. Till next time.